Today I picked up this Diamond Gym pinball. It's a home pinball game. Head to leg. Something I took and washed it down with acetone or some type of harsh plastic. Something. It's got that paddle. Missing this switch. We can take and shoot the ball. And the squirt not working. So we'll get that fixed. This is going to be a repair video. I'm going to try to resurface this, make it nice and clear as much as possible. You can see where it was clear at one point. I think it will be a nice little project to play with. See how big it is. And the legs go right here, so that'll be cool. Fun little project to work on. So I'm gonna take the top off, and we're gonna look at these little disc tracks. That bolt's loose. That one's loose. Kind of hard to maneuver around. Now, that should lift straight out. Theory. I don't want everything else to fall off though. So we're going to take it nice and slow. There. Looking on eBay, the replacement glass, there's only one seller that has it, and the replacement for this is $400. It's insane. This is a home pinball. So this is vintage. This is something that's going to be worth some money. We'll see. Kind of a basic looking display. See what it looks like. Try to make it closer to me. There. There's two bulbs at the top here. Get closer look. This bulb here. Circuit board for the display, and I'm guessing this is power supply and such. Here's your circuit breakers. This is another little circuit breaker reset switch. And looks like a bridge rectifier there. It's all the wires are soldered on. That's good. So, I'm guessing from 1969, those bulbs are probably going to be... No, that one's good. See if I could twist this and push at the same time. Appears to be good as well. So, I'm guessing there is going to be something inside this guy right here. Our power box. Made in Taiwan. Pinball made. Pinball. Pass quality check. So, we'll see. Let's take this here. Actually, I want to take the one connector on the circuit board off, just to see if there's any like corrosion buildup. I mean, this thing was made in 1977. Kind of dusty, but not too bad. Well, let's take this apart and see what it is. I'm glad it's just basic screws and not a nut on the bottom. That would be kind of hard to get into. We'll see. Looks like a transformer, and it is a huge transformer. No fuses whatsoever, it's just breakers. That's amazing. Well, what can you do? We're gonna put this back. May end up having a breaker problem. We'll get the altimeter out in a few and try them. Make sure they all mount. There. I'm going to plug this back in just to see if this will light up again. It does not look like there's a lot of stuff going down below. There is wire harness stuff, but not a lot. Seems like a lot of this is coming from this board here. I see butt slices, and I don't like butt slices, but butt splices, I mean, not slices. That should be alright. We'll pull them apart and see. Made a good connection. Seems to be. Considerable amount of dust on this, which is considering how old it is. Still no display. Let's try this. Aha! And my side lights work now. Check that out. Yes! So, just like a couple bucks and bulbs, a side switch, and the thing's ready to go. I got the display working. That's it. Put the leg on. See if I can clean this up a little bit so you can see through it. And it's working. Now I'm going to take the top off and I'm going to look and see if there's any bulbs that need to be changed out. And then I'm going to look and see what I need to do to change out the switch itself. Looks like there's just a few screws on the side, 1, 2, 3, on both sides, and then this piece here, there's only 2. I know this whole play area will lift up and out. I will show in the video each page to the manual, so if you have one of these and you need to fix it, you'll be able to look at the wiring diagram and do it yourself. I have not found any information online that has this. This is awesome. So let's see if I can get a polish. Try to clean that up. I don't know what they did to it, but they just totally destroyed it. Because it's nice wood underneath you. I say nice, but it's, you know, I guess it gives it that vintage look. But it'd be nice if you can actually see what you're playing. See all the sparks and stuff. And bring out the color of pinball. Such a very bizarre, to me, a bizarre looking pinball with that kind of image for a home pinball machine that little Timmy's gonna be playing, you know. Off. Done. I can just take and lift this out. Like I said, I'm going to take and try to clean this up. I really wish there wasn't an image painted on the back of it, because then I'd be able just to take and remove that image. But it's like a sticker on the back. And once we get this cleaned up, you'll be able to see through it. It's gonna be awesome, I think. Well, that'll be cool. You gotta check this out. So it looks like I need to get the vacuum out and suck this all up. And there's your 3 pinballs. And this is actually what you'll see. I'm going to turn the machine on and see what bulbs are potentially blown or have corrosion on. That's cool. I like this. And there's a switch. So it looks like it's just one of the mechanical switches. Basically looks like a plunger, and the switch has got a knob on it, and you're making contact. And I don't have that over here, so I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to fix this. I think, from what I've looked, I could be wrong. I think you just lift this straight up and you'll be able to get to the access of this. We'll see. Now we're going to plug it in and actually see what's working. I have one bulb out that I see. This one could be changed, but it's probably just the corrosion. Come on. Oh, come on. Stuck. That is cool to see the mechanism behind it. Now you get to see firsthand. Just pushes this out here. This shoots it. Come on. If this wasn't tilted, it'd be a lot easier. We're just gonna throw it up there. No, I wish I had just left it. We're gonna cheat. I cheated. For some reason this switch is not working. Okay. Why is that not working now? So I just unplugged the machine and I'm pressing this and the glass is turning but not the metal, so I'll have to come back out here with spare pliers. And I know definitely this ain't working back here. So we'll actually just go ahead and replace all these bulbs. If I can find a part number or anything. 6-8V0.25A. 6 to 8 volts. Is that what I'm reading? 25 amp bulb. For some reason, this hit, and I think it tripped the breaker in the back. I'm not sure. So in order to pick this up, you have to move this plunger, and then this will be able to pull up. Well, let me go ahead and look at the manual here, and you'll be able to see. And this is 5 different models here that they made. Diamond Gems, this is what this is. Big Rig, Snowbird, Hotdogger, and Wheeler Dealer. So, this is the Hotdogger. This is the home model that they had. $90-day warranty. I'm sure that's voided by now. I mean, it was made in 1977. Here's your circuitry. If you want to take and pause the screen right now, this is your circuitry of this cabinet and all the other ones that they made for the style. Okay? So, they talk about troubleshooting, power, and all this stuff. Apparently at one time they had a mechanical display. The breaker, which I actually pressed the nut, made the display came on. Kind of give you a rundown. All the stuff. But I just told you how to get into it. May have to replace that whole switch altogether with a different style. I try to keep everything, I want to try to keep everything as original as I can do. I think I'll be able to make this work too, so just giving you time here to read all the different stuff. All lamps are size 44. The service maintenance kits contain spare lamps. Maybe we have something inside. I don't know yet. Talking about a file to get in between the contacts of these little bumpers here. Okay, hoping you're enjoying this. Like I said, this is not a mechanical one, it's an electrical one. So I'm not sure what the score unit here is like on the old one, or why this is different from this manual here. I'm guessing it might have at one point been refurbished. And that's it. Well, there you have it, guys. Each set includes playfield and score unit faces, sheets, playfield decal, obtainable either from your dealer or send your money order for $25. You could change out this whole thing here for $25 for each one. It only costs $25 for that piece of plastic. It's amazing. And probably, they would probably give you a sticker here because this is deal with gambling. So I'm going to remove the little steel ball bearings. It's got the bust on it. I mean, it is an older pinball. Get some of the crud out. There. Now this lifts up a lot easier than what it was before. Notice the cobwebs on this thing. Wow. Just kind of want to look at this switch here. I don't think I'm going to be able to replace that unless I use a different kind of switch and splice into these wires. Heavy resistors, some coils, lots of coils. And a wire harness. It's a pretty clean setup, really. Pretty clean. I'm impressed. I did a good job. So, move this back. I'll get the vacuum and suck all that out. Let's show you the underside. Here's the underside. Those white blocks are resistors. And that's all there is to it. Pretty amazing, huh? Now this is the one switch I probably will have to just splice into and put a new one down here. Oh well. I did notice in the last video that this wasn't working, and I wondered why. That bulb's also gone. So this is why. When it hits that thing there, and that's it. So this can't release itself, and then it just trips the breaker in the back. Everything else works, except for this part. These don't work. So we only have a few that do. And of course the paddle not working. Apparently at some point somebody has worked on this. This is a flat tip. This is Phillips. So how wonky this is too. This is nice and tight. I got a switch ordered. Yeah, bulbs ordered. I'm gonna get them replaced. I'm gonna take this apart and look at those there. See what the problem is. I'm guessing there's a switch on here that needs to be cleaned. A contact, I mean. Don't want to do that. Put it on its side. I'll have to staple that back up. It's press board. Alright, so that makes that come down. What does that do? Ah, I see that it makes one contact, but it doesn't the other. And what is this here? Oh, it bounces. Okay, I gotcha. So, why would that cause it to trip the breaker? Maybe we have contact problem somewhere. Right? Okay, so when this plunger comes down like that, it's only making and breaking this one contact, which is putting the red and blue into this. Now why that would cause the break of the trip. I'm not sure. Seems like that shouldn't break the connection. But it's not. I'm not exactly sure why these are not being broken either. But they don't plunge either. Just the one part plunges. The other one doesn't. I did get it to move there just then, didn't I? Oh, okay. Maybe it shouldn't be connection. Maybe that's what they're doing. It's hitting this and this should be hitting that. So if we were to take and make this so it's like that, stretch it just a little bit. Come on. So I hit this and it's not hitting. Gotcha. It's almost like it needs adjusted just a little bit, doesn't it? We'll figure this out. This side here is not making and breaking that connection either. Went shopping, bought some polish for the plastic. See if it'll work. Applicator pad. And I got some bolts for the feet. Bolts I'm using is 1/4 20. Yeah, 1/4 20. So I didn't necessarily have to get 2 inches, but it should be enough room from here to inside there to bolt the frame and the leg on. Now that looks nice. You can actually have legs on this machine. Awesome. So I'm going to polish this up next. I'm waiting for the bulbs to come in. I'm waiting for the switch. And when this gets all done, I'll put the video, the next clip up, and you'll see what's going on. So I'm going to try a little spot over here of this polishing compound. It's plastic X stuff. See what happens. You're supposed to scrub in the area and then you dry it off with this. Another microfiber. So we'll see what happens. If it cleans it up, then I'm going to do the whole thing. It'll be pretty awesome. So, let's see what happens. Supposed to apply a small amount on the pad, and then one headlight at a time. Rub thoroughly onto plastic headlight. Wipe residue out with clean fiber cloth before product dries. So I'm going to do a little small amount. Probably sealed, and it is. I'm betting you somebody would try to clean this up with something and it did not work right. So we're going to try it ourselves. See what happens. I'm going to do it in this little area here, and you can see that it's frosted, right? Well, we're going to try it here, see what happens. Seems a little bit clearer, but I think I need to work on it some more. So, yeah, I think that'll take care of all this stuff here. I'm going to work on it some more and keep going. So got the little weird issue fixed with that thing staying stuck on now. I'm trying to do to see why the bullseye right there, why it's not working. So I'm wondering if you have to get up to 10,000, which will be what happens here in a few. It rolled over. That's it. It got to 10,000 and it rolled over. Okay. Well, that answers that. Put more of the polishing compound down. As you see, I'm currently buffing it by hand. Slowly, I think it's making it clear. I'm not sure what grime and grit was on this before. I'm going to try to make it as clean and clear as possible. Make it worth that much more pretty. When you don't have many parts online or anything online to buy for placement, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So this is just polishing compound. I'm not sure. I mean, this is for like headlights and stuff, so I'm not sure exactly. I think if I went and bought the drill bit kind, that would be done. But here we are, polishing. I know I'm not getting the deep stuff. I can still see like a line here, like with the plastic with 8. But if I can get a lot of it clearer, and just keep applying. See what it looks like when I rub terry cloth on it now. Whew. That's a lot of workout. Very tight area here. I'm just gonna buff this. On that. I think it helped a little bit, but not a lot. Problem is, my cloth's already wet. I want to get this stuff soaked with the wood. Decided to get a little aggressive with it. I don't know if it did any good or not. We will see. I doubt it. We will see. Doesn't feel as gritty. I feel like it's got some rich stuff on it. Take some rubbing alcohol in a minute and rub on this. Not as cloudy anymore, that's a good sign. I just took the top layer off. Still can't see when you shoot the ball. Not as clear as this is over here that I emboss really hard. So I think that's all we need to do. Just emboss it. Just embossing. I just tried some polish compound after I took and scrubbed that down with the scrubby side of the brush of the umbrella pad. With water, of course, and it has made quite a difference. So I'm going back over the areas that I had buffed before, and I'm going to buff them down again. I can now see part of the playing field, which is exciting, right? Very exciting. So if we can level out cloudiness, make it all shiny as much as possible. I may still go get some sanding, like 2000 grit or something. Make it that much better, right? Let's just thing right up, make it look nice. You can see everything. That's what I want to see, right? That's what you want to see. Restoration of a 1977 pinball machine. Some guy that doesn't have a clue what he's doing. I do have an electronics degree, so I have repaired some pinball machines in the past. But I've never done anything like this where I'm sitting there polishing the glass. New and different. So here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, I've been clean the outside a little bit. And once everything gets clean, we'll do a full video. What it's gonna look like. I'm going to do the outside of this edge here. Before it dries. I'm taking in the paint off. Better already. Can't tell you how how much more amazing this looks. And I think once I get this even sanded further, this is awesome. Wow. And I'm gonna do the edges here. I don't want any of this paint go away. Don't want anything on this side at all. I depreciate the value of anything. Something that's still working. You can almost see through it all the way, clearly. Almost. We're getting there. Slowly. Spending way too much time on this thing. Okay, so that right there is already 10 times better than what it was before. Gosh. Slide it out for a minute. You'll see. Check that out. And now using 2000 grit wet sandpaper, try to take some of this cloudiness down. Not sure how I want to proceed with this. I've never used wet sandpaper before, so I'm gonna just put some water on it here. Let's go over this area. I think some of that polish made it hydrophobic. See what that does. If I could just scratch the surface up just a little bit. Made it a lot smoother. Really smooth. I wonder if I take in with this polish. Last time. This does. Yeah, that looks pretty good. nice. That's clearer than this. I may take and go up here with just polish and the wet sand. See what happens. Calm down, groundhog. Oh, it's just Pepper, the beagle. Use this as an abrasive. More firming. Alright. Never know. Down some. It may not be as clear as I can be, if I can ever get it. It's a lot clearer than it was before. We'll do the wet sanding, not with the polish, but with the wet sand, just with the water, and go that route. That seems to help a lot. And then go back over with the hand polish. See what that does. Now let's look for this angle. Before you couldn't see nothing. Now you can see stuff, right? You can actually see the logo. So this is the part when it's wet sanded, and then I repolished it, and you can see the wood grain. And I haven't done anything down here. So I'm gonna do the wet sanding all up here, and then go back down here. Oh, you can actually start seeing this here, so that's good. Alright, been wet sanded, been polished again. That looks so much better than what it was before. You can actually see all the wood grain. I'm gonna call it good for this. I'm gonna replace all the lights inside, get the switch in, and call it good. So, I got that working, and that adds 100 points every time. Bullseye, right? Cool. Got the goodies in today. Here's light bulbs. And here are the switches. See how they work. Okay. Similar to that, but we're going to actually change it out. It's going to stick out a little bit further. And what that is. And then just, it matches it pretty close. So it looks pretty simple. You just have this notch here, and it fits into this switch. I'm not going to press this in just yet because I have to take the other one out, push this through, put the nut on, shove this on, and then I'm probably going to go get a splice connector and actually shove them onto here. So if we ever have to take this top off, we can just easily remove the two wires for this. But I can do that for another one. It doesn't have to, I don't have to have this one installed. I kind of wanted to see how the tension would be. Wow, that's pretty easy. Nice. About the same resistance, so that's not too bad. I'm going to leave that one like it is. And then we'll just change this one out. Like I said, I got a 6-pack. So that's pretty cool. Get these installed, and then I'm going to change the get the bulbs changed out. Make sure these are the right size. They appear to be. Nice. They look a little bit larger. I don't know why. Same base. Okay, so it might be a little bit wider at the top. So we're gonna, I'll put a new one in and we'll compare it to how they look. One to the next one. So this is the new bulb, and that's going to be the old bulb, and we're going to compare the two, see what happens. So that's much brighter. See how this is a little bit? This is a lot brighter than those. Ooh, I shouldn't have kicked it like that. But nice. That's going to illuminate so much better. So we'll change this one next. Now notice how noticeable brighter that one is. So that one's starting to flicker. So we're going to get these all changed, including those up there. Okay, moment of truth. Wow. You can actually see this through the numbers and stuff. Nice, so we're going to get these two changed here. That illuminates so much better, guys. Wow. There we go, that's a lot better. Let's turn off the lights in the room, in the garage, and you can see, that's actually pretty cool. You can see how it looks. And in the center here is actually a lot brighter than what you can see on the camera. And they flicker as you press the switch on. I mean, that's like, you know, this is as good as this design is going to be. Like I said, everything now, you can see the wood grain, everything inside here. Before you couldn't see nothing. This is awesome. Cool. So next is the right paddle switch. Put the chrome pieces along the side. Clean the outside wood up a little bit. And I'm done. Remove it with my fingers. The old one at least. This is what it looks like. This is a plastic spacer. A little housing here and a little nut. We'll get the new one installed. Pretty much the same difference. Give me a plastic spacer, a plastic housing, plastic nut. Fits right into there. That's awesome. Perfect fitting. Now I'm just going to thread this nut on. Do it finger tight. Then I'm going to have to remove this contact on the right side here. Then I'm going to have to remove this contact here and move the wires down below onto that switch. I'm going to have to fix this here, make it so it doesn't drape anymore. I'm just going to use staple gun, staple that back into place. Alright, good. And this thing will be ready to go. New switches in. On both sides work. New bulbs. Good to go. Other than cleanup, this thing's officially done. There we go. That was like fun. You can see the sparks of the contact. Well, since my balls are all not leveled, I think that concludes it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Subscribe, like, leave a comment.